to do what was necessary to bring him home.
Let me ask you about some comments you made last Sunday on one of the Sunday talk shows. You said that Bowe Bergdahl served with honor and distinction. It's come out since then that some of his fellow soldiers say he was a deserter. He may have wandered off the post there in Afghanistan. Did you misspeak? Did you get that wrong?
Jim, I realize there's been a lot of discussion and controversy around this, but what I was referring to is the fact that this was a young man who volunteered to serve his country in uniform at a time of war. That is itself a very honorable thing.
But honor and distinction.
Jim, really, I mean, this is a young man whose circumstances we are still going to learn about. He is, as all Americans, innocent until proven guilty. He's now being tried in the court of public opinion after having gone through an enormously traumatic 5 years of captivity. His parents the same. I think what we need to care most about is his health and well-being and recovery. There'll be an opportunity, and the military has committed to review the circumstances of his capture. If there is a consequence that results from that, that will be delivered. But in the meantime, let's remember this is a young man who volunteered to serve his country. He was taken as a prisoner of war. He suffered in captivity. He's now trying to begin the process of recovery. Let's let that happen, and then let's know the facts, including his side of the story, and then we can make a judgment.
Okay. And do you know, based on the latest information, was he a deserter?
We don't have reason to come to that conclusion yet. Obviously, he needs to be debriefed. His side of the story matters too. Let the military work in the first instance to bring him back to health. We'll have a full and comprehensive review of what happened, and then we'll be able to make that judgment.
And after Benghazi, you blamed that attack on an anti-Muslim video. And of course, you know you've become sort of a GOP lightning rod. You've been accused by Republican critics of being fast and loose with the facts during some of these Sunday talk show appearances. Are you being upfront with the American people, or are you being guided by talking points too much when you go on these programs?
Jim, I'm upfront with the American people, and I always do my best on behalf of my country, and I do my best and tell the facts as we know them. In the case of Bowe Bergdahl, for me to condemn him without any opportunity for him to have the chance to tell his side of the story without any due process that we accord any American, that would be inherently unfair. Similarly with Benghazi, as has been recounted on many occasions, I provided the best information that the U.S. government had at the time. Parts of it turned out to be wrong. I regret that the information I was provided was wrong and that I delivered to the American people. That doesn't make me a liar. That makes me a public servant trying to say what we knew at the time, and when I gave that information, I caveated it and noted that it was what we knew then and there, but it could well change.